Hey guys, Sel here, and welcome back to more Fate Grand Order Summer 3. Alright, it is now the 7th day. Watch me still have to go through another loop to actually be able to fully finish it. That would suck. Curry Raisu. Or our round table. Round table is probably about Artoria. But then again, it could also be about freaking the archer. So whatever. Our round table, let's go. Hopefully it's about Squirtoria. And not about Mordred or, you know, the OG Artoria that I don't have. Good morning, everyone. I know you're all sleepy, but you need to wake up. We just got the sample copies from the printer. Let's see how they turned out. I'll open the box. I put a lot of work into this book myself, after all. I'm so excited to finally see how Lady Marsh's idea for us all to handle separate pages turned out. Same here. This one was much more about the feel of it than the thinking of it. So I'm real interested in the finished product. How about you, Alter? You think this one came out well? Why ask me? You can just look in there and see for yourself. I really focused on polishing my artistic sensibilities for this one, so I just know it's gonna be awesome. Now open sesame. Let's see how our heartfelt poetic masterpiece turned out. It's everyone. So heartfelt. So poetic. Oh, pray tell Mars, what's the meaning of this? Well, you said you were going for a slice-of-life story without any conflict. So I decided to go with the most fun setting along those lines that I could think of. Fun, huh? Well, they do look like they're having fun. I guess this has its own kind of charm. Seems to me that charm is the only thing it has. You shut it. Damn it, if only the cover had at least turned out a little better. Who drew this cover anyway? Anybody can make the round table guys look good, and why is it so lighthearted? Hasn't the artist ever heard of dramatic tension? You drew it, Alter. I distinctly recall you saying so right before you conked out for the night. The round table. I just gotta draw these guys. Piece of cake. I can bang that out in 3 seconds. Really, I don't remember ever saying that. Wait, these are my files. Crap, I think this may be the most horrible thing I've ever done. Sorry, Marsh. I hope you're not mad. Mad? Of course not. I love this cover. Thank you so much, Alter. I can't wait to show this book to everyone else. Are you sure? Well, as long as you're happy with it. I didn't know this was a thing you could do. I think we'd better head to the car now. I agree. We know the blanks will be showing up soon, so let's hurry and get her out of the way. Man, just push her off to the side, why don't ya? Oh! It's finally here! I finally actually get to fight Foreigner again! Oh my gosh, it's been so long! I never thought I'd get to fight anyone again. Well, ending this. So obviously, again, who's better to take out a foreigner than a foreigner, right? I mean, it seems to be one of the better cases that we could technically do. But I'm gonna forgo every single summer servant. Hello? Anybody heard of a waiver with a craft essence? Fine, this one will do. Whatever. Alter Ego. Very strong against Foreigner. Where's our other Alter Ego at? Alter Ego, where are you? Kiara! Why not? Let's bring you. And let's go. Fight the foreigner! I forgot that I needed to level Kiara up to level 90. I've been so busy doing everything else, oh man. Showdown 402. 8 o'clock, 7 festival, 1 hour until open. Convention staff, line up. Listen up, all of you. You must not think of the attendees as ordinary people. Think of them as living race cars who will burn every bit of their fuel they possess in search of the books and merch that give them life. However, race car or not, that does not give them carte blanche to zip in around the convention center as they please. Our duty here is to maintain order, to prevent people from panicking and of course, to allow them to roam the convention freely. Thus, we swear here and now. We shall ensure we provide courtesy to attendees, and suffer neither running accidents nor pushing. Put it all together and you have CRAP, otherwise known as crap. That is who we are. That is what we aspire to be, got that? Hurrah! Good. All shield bearers, arm yourselves. Once again, I get the feeling those guys are going to cause more problems than they solve. Message, 5 minutes before the doors open, and this is it. So do you think our book will sell? I don't think it will, I know it will. Bruh. Huh? An intruder. So she really did show up 5 minutes before the con starts. Curses, all attendees. Evacuate immediately, the con staff and I will hold her off. Listen up, foolish servant / wicked foreigner. Playtime is over. Double X is here to defend order in the universe. Die, servant face. Took the words out of my mouth. At this point, I'm freaking fed up. Come on, Cell, let's settle this in 5 minutes or less. Agreed. I know all that foreigner's tricks by now. I won't let her self-destruct again. Huh? You mean I have to do this too? Fine, but just a little. 5 minutes or less, huh? I mean, I'll try? I really will try my hardest to do this in 5 minutes or less. Tell me if I'm going overboard at all. Second, Mercury Sundown. Now she's got busted damage resist increase. $94,534 HP. She lost defense. I'm all for that. Go, go! Do you some crit star damage, please? Hell yeah! Hell, do this within 5 minutes, I'll do this within 3. Maybe. If we can get another full Brave Chain with Okito Odata. Please, that would be hysterical. Please give me one more Brave Chain with her. Just one. No! No! NP gain for yourself, crap. Increase gauge for yourself. Decrease defense for all enemies. Amitabha, Amidala, heavens a whole. Less than 3 minutes? Anybody? Less than 3?
には慣れていますよーだ。たまりません。アビダアビディヘブンズフォー。
Less than 3 minutes, man. It was almost 3. Get off of here right now. I had about 14 seconds left before that would have been 3 minutes. Less than 3 minutes. Yes. Damn it. I didn't think these primitive heroic spirits would be so tough. On top of that, they see through all my attacks more and more every day. I smell a conspiracy. Yes, I got no choice but to make my escape. This sucks. Yep, I'm just too damn strong. X, well, what are you doing here? And why are you dressed like that? Aw, crap. My arm alone. My armor came off. So now you're even more mysterious, Heroine X. What are you doing, Miss X? What do you mean? I'm just doing my job. I'm a galactic police servant now, you know. But I can't tell you anything more so. You don't have the clearance. Listen up, Master of Earth, who I met, about 3 seasons ago. My targets are the foreigners, so let's call this a draw. Since you and I are close, I'll make an exception, not charge you with obstruction of justice. Anyway, I need to get going. This is Heroine Double X, leaving mystery in her wake as she exits the galaxy. Sure. Bye, Double X. I was so overcome and shocked that I forgot to say something sooner, but that was the mysterious Heroine X. Just now, she used to be an assassin. How did she end up a foreigner? And why was she attacking Servant Fest? We'll just have to ask her about that the next chance we get. The important thing is that we know who she is now, which means the next time. I mean, the next loop we can talk to her, basically a new branch just opened up to us. Yeah, next time for sure. She seemed a little older than X. A new branch, you say? A new loop, you say? You're telling me I gotta go through another loop. How long was Servant Fest? I mean, how long was Summer 3? Jeez. Well, how long currently is it still? Because if we just now found out her identity, how long do we have left? Is Phoebe gonna have a skip? She is, isn't she? Oh, and now that Double X is taken care of, Servant Fest is back on schedule. Mine taking care of sales. I'm gonna go to see what's happening about a con. I'm gonna take a look at what the other clubs have done, see if there are any ideas worth stealing. I suppose that leaves you, Lady Marsh, and me to handle the sales then. Master, let's try to sell as many as we can. Yes, let's do that. Well, good morning. Looks like I found me one amazing club. I can't believe you noobs actually finished in time for your very first con. What good cinnamon rolls you are. I doff my pirate chapeau. I'm not gonna attempt to say that again. Do you fine people? At least I would if I hadn't come here today in my civvies. Now then, a copy, milady, if you please. Are you sure? It's about the round table, you know. Are you sure? It's kind of a highbrow comedy, you know. Not to worry, the genre doesn't matter to me. What matters is if the artist has vision. It can't be. What is a book like this doing here? How could I let my guard down so egregiously this summer? Sir Gawain, what are you doing at Seven Fest? I mean, I'm sorry, I'm so very sorry. For what it's worth, this book is a work of fiction, any resemblance to actual servantism. Coincidental? I promise you, we never wanted to damage the Round Table's good image, name, or reputation. You just kind of made it all up. Refrain from commenting. I do beg your pardon, I assure you, I was not laughing in mockery, but delight. So, Marsh, would you be so kind as to sell me a copy of your book? Even at a glance, I can tell from our depictions that there is a great deal of truth about us in this book. If it was your hands that brought it to life, so much the better. I'd be delighted to read it. Oh, but please don't tell the other knights that I was the first to purchase a copy. It would be rather embarrassing. I have my uptight, no-nonsense image to think of after all. Yeah, sure. Moving along. How'd you ever come up with such a manga? If I didn't know any better, I would say you were trying to get me to laugh myself to death. Not a whit of it makes sense, yet it all works wonderfully. Which one of you created this comedic masterpiece?
Oh, well, this book was a collaborative effort, but I suppose I'm technically the creative director.
I see. I look forward to seeing what you come up with next. If I might suggest, how about adding a new character? It may be something of an old-fashioned tale, but what if a prince from the most distinguished family in the neighborhood who lives in the mansion next door ends up as a private tutor to the Little Lion King, which leads to them developing a lovely romance? Aha, what a wonderful thing to discover. I knew lining up early was a good idea. Sir Bedivere, but I trouble you for another loan. As you can see, I am but a hapless poet who ekes out a meager existence through fishing.
Sure thing. This makes 260,400 BB bucks. 264,000 BB bucks. I've lent you the date. Don't worry, I'm keeping very close track. 2 copies if you would, milady. Of course, here goes Sir Bedivere. I threw it in a nice paper bag to carry them both, too. You're too kind. I wish I could buy copies for the rest of the nights, but apparently bulk purchases are considered poor form at 7th Fest. So we'll just stick to copies for the 2 of us, right, Tristan?
Indeed. I'm sure the other knights will find their way here in time. No doubt the first will be Gawain. My mistake. It seems there is another knight who discovered this booth long before us, though she appears to be reluctant to show herself. Good grief, who would think that a seasoned knight of France would still be so shy amongst her companions?
Excuse me, is this book about the Knights of the Round Table? I'd like to buy a copy, please. How many thousand BB bucks is it for one? Oh, it's not nearly that expensive, just 50 gil bucks. I see. That's wonderful. Then I'll gladly take a copy. Best of luck to you today. Oh man, there's another new round table book here. It looks pretty extreme. Hang on, Sir Kay and King Pellinora are a couple in this. There must be some kind of mistake. This is the repugnant. Could I have a copy, please? Huh? There's an age restriction on this. I have to show ID. How dare you? I'm as grown up as anyone here.
I knew it. There can be 18 plus dojins here. You just have to have an ID. How dare they tell me that I can't? This is undeniable proof that you have to have an ID to buy that one. How dare you make me PG-13? Make me make PG-13 dojins. Where's the 18 plus?
I didn't even notice it was Saturday afternoon. 31 minutes until Sunfest comes to an end. We still have 10 copies left over, but the reception has been better than I ever hoped for. I'm so glad. And we just have to wait for the others to get back. Huh?
And there's one more.
What do you want, Papa?
Lancelot. Hey, you in the swimsuit. We still got copies. Come check it out. Oh, hello. I just happened to be passing by. Completely coincidentally, of course. So I do actually have something to ask you. Have you, been enjoying this summer?
Absolutely. Between the sightseeing and the dojin, it's been a very busy 7 days.
I've been having lots of fun.
Yes, it's been a wonderful time. Would you like to take a look at our book while you're here?
It's more about daily life rather than any particular conflict.
I see. Well, since the paths happen to cross like this and all, I think I will take a copy or 10. Thank you. I'm glad I found this book. We tried forming our own club to little avail, but now we'll be able to end this trip with some fond memories. I'm so grateful to the servant who made this singularity for providing me with that opportunity.
We didn't Senpai, he knows about most of our last remaining stock.
You do realize that he also mentioned singularity, right?
Of course, we didn't have enough copies printed to take first place even if we sold them all. I'm still so happy that so many people liked our book. It makes all the hard work we did well worth it. Indeed, I'm especially grateful to Lancelot. He helped us out a lot right at the end. While Lancelot was here, he showed while I was off buying supplies.
Oh, Mosh. Mosh. The Bishi looking dude with his glasses and his suntan. I'm sorry to break it to you, but that was Lancelot. Why do you think I mentioned Papa before? How do you not know?
I'm sorry I wasn't able to say hello to him, but I'm glad he at least stopped by.
She still has no idea. I've even dropped multiple hints. Okay. Lock.
No! No! Tasket!
Participation prize, huh? Oh, well, at least the book came out pretty well, right?
It just means we got to start over again. Well, no point looking back, we'll just have to focus on what comes next. Besides, there's still a bunch of things we don't know yet. So if we have to keep redrawing this book until we figure those out, that's what we're gonna do. Now what do you say we make the most of this vacation, Master? Tasket!
Oh crap. I have to fight her again? Right after fighting her? Really?
Waiver! Waiver, waiver! I want a 10-10-10 waiver!
You don't have to have your noble phantasm, but I want a 10-10-10. Is there one that has a craft essence? Want one that at least has a craft essence, dang it. How hard is it to find a waiver in these trying times? Jeez. Oh wait, the event's going on. Usually when I'm trying to do other things, I don't have to worry about that. Fine, you know what? Whatever. 10-10-10 waiver with no craft essence. Sure, why not? Just go. This time I am not putting a time limit in. Showdown 4 and a 3.
Down, 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 down. For the last time, no. You can't go to the con with me. Why not? I know I can be helpful somehow. I may not be able to draw beautiful pictures like you can, but you still need someone to drum up business, right? I promise to do my very best to help sell lots of copies. That ain't the point, alright? This here's gonna work's gonna be a little, risque.
Oh my.
And then there's the club name, it's kinda suggestive, you know?
Tentacle witches? It's fine. Tentacle girls, whatever, tentacle.
I forget. Look, just go back to your room, alright? I'm gonna go buy some art supplies. Besides, I gotta get to know this island better.
Welcome to How It's You Guys. You look right at home here, Jekyll. Thank you, Sal. I always have been a good fit for clerical work. Now, if you'll permit me to introduce myself again, I'm Henry Jekyll. I manage this hotel during 7th Fest. Are you here to check in? Let me see what rooms we have available right now. Arigato.
You've already seen his bit, so let's just go ahead and hit the old skip button, shall we?
Thank you, baby. Oh wait, so we got a room and we got that baddie girl helping us like usual.
But this time I'll be helping you out with this manga thing or whatever as well. Of course, we only are fickle creatures, and I feel like stepping out, I will, and I don't want to hear any whining. You should be able to see the shooting star soon. It won't be long before Double X appears on the street.
Yes, so let's go onto the street and help Hokusai. She's apparently making 18+ dojin. We need to help her. Okay, let's go down and wait for her there. They won't be able to stop her this time. Can't imagine it's gonna make much difference, but if that's what you want, I'll play along. Alright then, let's go talk to Double X before BB shows up. No, I want to go there to protect a certain tentacle someone.
Damn, this Luluhawa place is great. I especially love how the town's one big strip. Even the sunlight feels different here. I can make a great picture out of any one of these places. Oh my, is that what buses look like? Those wooden insides feel snazzy. I like the open air roof too. I bet I could get a great view of the beach from the inside of that thing. Huh? That a falling star? We're getting attacked by yokai or something.
You're about to get attacked by something, yes?
What the? Foreigner detected. Target locked. Ready to fire. Wow, get a look at you. I've never seen anything like you, even in Chaldea. Hey, mind hanging out with me for a while? You'd make a great model for one of my...
Hold it right there, Double X!
Huh? Who said that? None of these Earthlings should know my name, though I suppose there is one exception. Yes, the Master of Earth I met back when I was still an unemployed swordsman. Still, it has to be you. Here, let me take this off.
That was easy? It was that easy to get her to take off her mask? Okay. Hi, X!
Hey. Good to see you again. I'm not here to celebrate our reunion. My primary order is to take out the other foreigners, followed by 7 Fest in this whole singularity. Try to stop me and I'll just have to take you guys out first. Bring it on, villains. Knight Double X from the Galactic Police Evil God Special Investigation Department is on the case. My god, that's a mouthful to say. If it means bringing order to the universe for another week of extra vacation days, I won't hesitate to cut down foe or friend alike. Yikes, I know it's rich coming from me, but she does not want to listen. I have no idea what she's talking about, but I can tell she's not interested in a peaceful discussion.
So we start with an unpeaceful one then, suits me just fine. Besides, I could use some mecha reference material for drawing. And now we've got a chance to see how one fights and loses up close and personal. Come on, Foreigner Double X, hope you're ready to be part of my manga.
What kind of threat is that? This is exactly the problem with 7 Fest to fight servants. And what's the Frenchie doing with Katana anyway?
What was that? You got a problem with my Arahabaki Nana Juni Sen in Black Mamba. Okay, now she's named them.
Is there something wrong with that? My own sword is named Usumi Dori.
Maybe I should have gone with shorter names after all.
You think you're impressive just because you wield 2 katana instead of 1? Well, you're not. A couple of paper-thin saber swords might as well be real paper in the face of my duel. Rongo mini ads.
Hey, she doesn't have a brake bar. Oh, I am so sorry about this. But I think I'm gonna take you down. Not necessarily in the first turn, but I'm still gonna do massive damage to you, Double X. I love this. Get down with your defense before I do it. Now that I actually, remember that she had that, because I did it before. Second, Mukir Sandan. Look at that sexy damage. Ogita Odata, I love you. Thank you for coming home not once but twice. Look at that. One turn and she already lost basically all of her health. This is where Fran would come in handy to get rid of that. So no one else has the ability to get rid of buffs. Dang it. Alright, fine. Whatever. So do that, that, and that, and get her Noble Phantasm up again, shall we? Why not? She has just enough as well. I'm ending this in 3 turns. Goodbye. Nice knowing you, Double X. Thank you for fighting. And so do you want to join us now that we beat you on day 1 and we actually managed to finally save Hokusai out all this time and she's wanted to do a freaking 18 plus dojo? You know what's sad though? She was with Abby the entire time. And then she gets taken out on the first day, which means Abby was here by herself for all 7 days. That's sad. Waikiki Streeto. Wait, we're fighting a rider now. And a saber. Nani? Waiver. Let's swap Kiara out for Jaune. Where? There. Right next to Ishtar. Let's go! The rider's not gonna know what hit him.
Oh, It's like you know my skills just as well as I do. Does this mean you're caught in a time loop too, Cell?
Wait. You know that you're in a time loop? I was hoping we could talk a little.
No, thank you. You and your servants on BB's side and are trying to enjoy Servant Fest. I'm not like you unemployed lot. I'm an older servant with real work to do at my space office job. That's right, I've got societal responsibilities. I'm Senpai, works at Caldea, so I believe she qualifies as a full-fledged member of society too. Well, bully for her. Anyway, there's nothing for us to discuss. Any friend of the foreigners is a foe of mine. But I'm hungry now, so I'll let you off the hook for today. It's the pizza day at the cafeteria after all. Alright, kids, see you next week. Same space, time, same space, origin. Let's go, Avalon Armor.
Dang it, Double X. Well, that was a cliched way to end things. So much for the reference material.
We may not have been able to talk with Double X much, but at least there was almost no collateral damage this time.
Yes, and Hokusai gets to live.
At this pace, I think we should be able to have a more involved conversation the next time we fight. Atina, foreigner, the street right here is Lulu Howard's greatest moneymaker. As long as my eyes still glow red, I won't let you get away with destroy, huh? What are y'all doing here, Senpai? Don't tell me you've given up on your comic.
Now we just realized it was more efficient to get rid of the loudmouth early on.
I see. Well, as long as that's all it is, that's fine. Since you get rid of the foreigner, you're not trying to recruit her, are you? You rang, BB. Well, get a load of you. What's with the weird outfit? Oh, never mind this. It's got a tan to match my current tropical aesthetic. Gotcha, definitely ain't a bad look on you. But anyway, why the cold shoulder all of a sudden? I've been freeloading at Caldea for some time. Surely there ain't no need to go about recruiting me now. Oh, when I mentioned a foreigner, I didn't mean you. Hokusai I was talking about. Wait, you're still alive? Sure I am. It was a real close shave, though. Lucky for me, Cell showed up when she did. Looks like I really owe you one cell.
Yes, and now the master artist is indebted to us. So she will help us increase our art to make it shine. And she will be the reason we win Servant Fest. What you gonna do, BB? You gonna try to destroy her right in front of us? Going against your own code? Hey, we're still playing by your rules. We just so happened to do things a little bit earlier, which changed the events a little bit.
You're gonna lose. If you ever need my help with anything, I'd be glad to offer it. Alright, let's head back to Tosama. What's that? What are we gonna do there? What else? We're gonna go ask that club for a favor. And try that robot we decide as a guest. I can't get out of my head. I gotta get her down on paper. That robot was too cool for words. Hey guys, I've got a favor too. Oh, excuse me, baby, I need to check this message. The fire rat's in trouble. Come back to the hotel ASAP. That doesn't sound good. Come on, Senpai. We need to leave right now.
What's this about? We only just got to the hotel. I haven't even started drawing yet.
Hey, hold up, Chaldeans. Oh, they're already gone. Damn it. I had a payment to ask them too. So the Sunfest is organized. I can't very well hold them back if their manga's in trouble. I don't know who's helping you out, Senpai, but it seems you got quite the motley crew on your side.
That we do. Specifically, I'm in trouble at the hotel.
That guy with the weird laugh makes your room up with ours or something.
No. I merely made use of that communication method in order to give you a warning. I'm not joining any faction. I wanted to avoid coming face to face with BB. Aha, so that's what that was all about. Okay, then what is it you want to tell us so badly that you go out to all these lengths? Have you grown tired of repeating this loop yet?
I mean, kind of. A little bit. No, yeah, kind of.
Worry not, Cell. I have every confidence that you will be able to endure it. Now as for my warning, it pertains to none other than your earlier opponent, the foreign Double X.
She feels like she's breaking the rules just by existing. She's pretty awesome, isn't she? Well now. I didn't know you went in for that sort of metal mold, Master.
Metal mold? I understand where you're coming from. However, I believe you should turn her to our side. That foreigner holds the key to unraveling all of this, Singularity's mysteries. You cannot simply fight her. You must find a way to bargain with her.
How do we lure her out? Good question. Maybe we could ask Hokusai to help, since she's also a foreigner. Alternatively, we can also ask someone skilled in art and negotiation.
But who's gonna be able to get through to a lady from another world like... Oh. Ahaha, now I see. Fight Sideshow with Sideshow.
Who you're calling a sideshow? What, you mean me? Me? Well, you're not wrong. That said, Heroine X would be one thing, but Heroine Double X? As far as servants go, I'm as old school Japanese as they come. I don't think I'm cut out for all this newfangled servant universe stuff. I thought you'd be perfect for this, but Nobu, you're, you know. No, I don't know. I know I serve as the comic relief more often than not. But I still think I'm as good at looking and talented as any other servant. Ah, well, okay, so you just want me to talk to Heroine Double X, right? Yep, we'll call you the next time she attacks. Very well, when you need me, go ahead and use a command spell or whatever it is you gotta do. So now that we've come to an agreement, what do you say to a little warm-up? I'm getting kind of rusty here, you know. That's what happens when you only show up once a year. Okay, so we're gonna be fighting her, huh? That is good to know. So do this, this, and then this. Get Jones Noble Phantasm up as high as we can. And now she has it for her next round. I will have her do a Noble Phantasm in the next battle. Then hopefully we can take out Nobu Berserker, who also again is another 7 I didn't manage to again, no matter how many times I tried. It just loves stabbing me in the side with all these servants I don't have or have tried to get. Damage up first. Yoshian, have a good say.
よし我が祈りをここに落葉に郷愁を大芸に典型を無垢なる天使を海に来たれエオセアンダレグレス光をひそやかに罠だ
And one more attack and we should be good to go. And let's get her Noble Phantasm up. She's where we're gonna truly shine in this attack. I hope. About to say, well, wait, no, don't possessions do more damage and take less from alter egos? No, it's Moon Cancer. Wait. Well, we're supposed to be letting loose against her, right? Why? I'm not gonna question it. All we gotta do is just increase our damage and then bam, we're done. Second, Mukir Sundown. Bye bye. Aloha. Hello. 222,000 damage. I love it. Okay. What is up next? This is the first time in a while that I've managed to actually record for basically 45 minutes straight. It's been a while. I also managed to do a lot in this episode. Okay, speaking of... When is the next part? I don't know. Southern Summer 2020 Festival, the Melancholy of Katsushika Hokusai. Oh, there seems to be some sort of commotion. Let's go see what it's about. That don't make a lick of sense. Asking to trade places would be one thing, but you want me to hand over all of my club space? That's right. As it stands right now, I just don't have enough. If I don't have enough, I'll have to take what I need from others. Every Southern Fest exhibitor knows that. Don't worry, I'm nothing if not fair. If I lose, I'll be willing to give up my space. I mean, you were so popular at the last con that you ended up crowding out other club spaces, right? Huh? Don't be ridiculous. Of course a famous artist is gonna have people lining up. Normally I tell you to take a long walk off of a short pier, but I ain't one to run from a fight. Bring it on then, sister. What sort of contest did you have in mind? Huh? We fight to use the strongest of course. That's what being a servant's all about. Huh? But that's not fair. You got so many others fighting for you. And what's wrong with that? They're here because of my charm, in other words, my power. So I take it it'll just be the two of you then. Settle down, you pig-headed oaf.
Me and Tatsusama can handle you and your little army just fine. You're going to face them all by yourself, Hokusai, but you can't. You and me may both be foreigners, but that don't mean we're cut from the same cloth. I can't go letting a dainty little girl get caught up in a scrap. Fine with me, come on, my good-looking braves.
Hold it right there.
I should have known you called dance might show up. But fine, this works out nicely. Now I can take my revenge for last year. So let's have a straight-up head-on, fair and square fist fight. Hooray! That's a chance to take her head for ourselves, Master.
Now, settle down. You really are obsessed anyway. There's sure a lot of these punks here, huh?
All of these men love me from the bottom of their hearts. That alone gives them their value.
That's a laugh. As far as you're concerned, men are nothing more than walking used tissue paper, right?
Why never? What an inelegant analogy. That's not to say you're wrong, though. You know how your fingers get dirty after a good meal? Well, someone's got to be the tissue if you're going to wipe them clean. I've never heard such an alluring, enigmatic, unabashedly empty metaphor before. So yeah, they're scraps of paper, but they're not just any old scraps of paper, they're a storybook. A story that's all about my love for them. The only one way they die is if I lose my special gleam, if I'm disgraced in a spectacularly ugly fashion. That's never going to happen, of course, but hey, you've got to have insurance just in case.
True, never know when some cheese is gonna come flying.
You shut it. Anyway, that's why I decided to make a photo album, a record of my love that would remain for ages to come. Master, I'll admit that much of this is over my head. But could this photo album truly be worth more than one of Lady Hokusai's books?
They do say beauty's in the eye of the beholder. It might for Mabe anyway.
I like that. Very individualistic, in which case... I see how it is. So you call dance a siding with the little artist, huh? Of course we are. Lady Hokusai and I share the same Japanese roots. I know without a doubt that she would never draw something obscene.
Wakamoto, I don't know how to tell you this, but the next book she's hoping to draw is, of the lewd variety. Of the obscene variety.
I don't know. When say love scenes...
I didn't think they'd straight out just say the word. I was at least trying to dance around the topic.
I don't know. When say love scenes are that easy to draw. But Tatsusama as well.
Doesn't matter to me much either way. Whatever. This new class is me feeling pretty belligerent myself, really.
Huh? You're blaming that on your class?
Since when did your class have anything to do with it? What are you doing taking the enemy side? Enough of this crap, let's just get her already.
Great. Appreciate your help. Now that we're in the same boat, it's all hands on deck. I said I'm going to fight too. Fight with me. I'll take you all on at once. And when I win, you're all going to address me as queen, got that?
This is literally what, the word that shall not be said, by me at least, that I was dancing around. This literally leads into one of those. Just saying.
See, why is it call you Queen Mabe Queen? Oh, you know that what? Never mind, not worth it.
Holy crap! 101 enemies! It's the ultimate showdown! Let's fight all! I should have brought my regular, kick butt team. I mean, this team kicks butt as well, but I should have brought my other team. And there's Mabe.
Alright, so let's do
私
this.
とイルカは勇敢ですよ
It's a little bit of a bonus. No.
行きま
This,
し
this,
ょ
and then
手を挙げ
this.
ましょう光よひそやかにあもう悪い子光よ
Gotta damage Mabe as best we can. You screwed up, Mabe! Your charm only worked in Jolter, which still sucks, but... You suck,
勇
Mabe!
敢ですよ
You're going down! Whether you like it or not. Although getting down and dirty is kind of your thing, so, I don't know if this is gonna be a
みんな
plus... I mean, a minus or a plus for
で
you.
はでは
I want to say it's probably a plus. Just saying.
我が祈りをここに落葉に郷愁を大芸に典型を無垢なる天使を海に来たれエオセアンダレグレス光よ
There goes your two
もう
helpers.
上がりをひそやかにそれ
Hey, my ally Joan now has a noble phantasm. Jolter, no! Gosh, dang it! Here's the best part about this, though. Maybe you're so screwed.
ええまぶしえ
Because both Joans are gonna have their noble phantasms next
え
turn.
リース
And you're going down.
光よひそやかに
Who knows, though? Maybe just breaking your first break bar will actually end the battle.
もう悪い子な
Or is this a final battle with you?
イルカを撃つのでアーチャーなの
Ooh,
です
657,000 HP. I thought we were actually gonna have to work hard for this. Nope. She only wanted to lose one bar. Thankfully.
Dang nabbit. They just keep coming. What's wrong with you guys? You better not be running out of steam already.
I told you none of us are running out of steam. Not with all the training we've put in.
Huh? This is endless. Why don't you just give up already? Alright, that's it. I'm done for today. We'll settle this in 3 days at the MAPE contest. And we'll do it fair and square.
Yeah. Fair and square, that's not how I remember it. The contest by Mabe for Mabe.
Look at you all well informed, that's not right. And when it comes, I'll mop the floor with you guys. The next time we meet, you'll be begging me to take your space.
Okay, so the next story is in 3 days.
Right?
I'll be sure to take that into consideration. I'll see what we can do.
That's what I like to hear. Alright then, see you all around. I've got a lot of relaxing and other environmentally friendly endeavors to pursue, and not nearly enough time to do it.
Ho 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 ho! Ho 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 ho! That was terrible.
She's got that stuck-up evil rich girl act down to a T, doesn't she? Even more than before.
I think she's more lost than anything.
Oh, you lot really saved my ass. Thanks, Master. Yes, thank you for so much, Master. If there's anything I can do to repay you, please don't hesitate to ask.
Come to my Chaldea. When next I do a summoning that has you in it, come to my Chaldea. Case in point.
Alright. It seems like a good time as any to bring up our request. After all, we do need to sell as many copies as possible. I can't go giving our club space, but anything else is on the table.
Well, if you got time, I was hoping you could give me some art lessons for my manga. But what am I saying? Of course you don't have any time. Never mind, forget it.
Don't be ridiculous, of course I'd be willing to help. I mean, I've got a lot of time, but I do gotta return a favor you just did me, so I'm joining your club.
Are you sure? I mean, you're a professional artist, right? Don't you have, like, trade secrets to protect?
Don't worry about that. Totosama here used to have hundreds of pupils, and I used to tutor people to help with the bills. Nothing I can teach you can make you a good artist by itself. Still gotta put in the work. And above all, acting all modest and stuff doesn't suit you. So go ahead and ask me what you really want.
You asked for it. Teach me how to draw better than Katsushika Hokusai.
You got it. By the time I'm through with you, you'll know the greatness of Japanese painting through and through. My name ain't Katsushika Hokusai of Tentacle Eye and Bar.
That's what it was called.
I don't suppose you could reconsider your club's name. You'd, have to ask Toto-sama about that. Oh.
So it was Toto-sama who came up with that name. Tentacle Eye and Bar. So it was his idea, huh? Toto-sama, I commend you for the title of that club name. Good job. You're doing everyone proud. Keep it up. Yep, so I'm assuming that the next one isn't in until 3 days, right? As I mean, Mabe declared it in 3 days, so on the 5th, we should be good enough. I will be right back in whatever amount of time it takes to get this done, but it actually will be the next day now. I need to go to sleep. Oh my god. Then, after that, I will be going full steams ahead to beat this event so I can get to the second part, get all the extra freaking copies of Jolter I can, hopefully all of them, and then hey, if I still have time to do anything else, I'll do it. If not, I at least want to make Jolter permanent in my freaking team and hopefully get all copies. If I can't get all copies, fine, I guess. I'll just wait till next year to get the final few copies of her. At least then I can just grind consistently and I won't be sitting here consistently recording 9 million parts when I should be editing quite a few of them. Yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, it is now time for the showdown. Foreigner 4. Will we this time finally be able to get MHXX to actually join our side? Who knows? Let's bring a 10-10-10 waiver if we can. Onegaishimasu. I only have 2 days left to do this, so it's going to be quite a wild ride, I'll just say that. Okay, this is our lineup yet again. Let's go! Servant Summer 2020 Festival. Showdown Foreigner 4. And hopefully because it's Foreigner and this is the 4th battle, this will be the last one. Then to recap, we asked Oda Nobunaga to be our negotiator in order to win XX over to our side. That's right, we're gonna fight Sideshow with Sideshow. In that case, Crunch should have done it too. I'm gonna rip that tongue of yours out and fry it. Gomennasai. Man, I thought I could get a late breakfast today, but the moment I got to the buffet line, I was pretty much whisked away by a bunch of familiar-looking peeps. But apartment is apartment, so here I am. Is that all that's really true? It was hard not to believe X got a job, but now you're telling me she's a, mecha. A knight completely decked out in mechanical armor, and in space no less. I just can't picture it. I know it all sounds like madness, Lady Nobunaga, but trust me, when I say it's all true. Here she comes, get ready. We're probably gonna have to fight her no matter what, but we can at least talk to her and try to learn as much as we can first. Yeah, hello everyone. Great day to catch some waves, isn't it? I'm sure my entrance must have less impact now than it did on the first loop, but that doesn't scare me. I'm the shooting star foreigner, upholding law and order across the ether universe as part of the Galactic Police.
That's right, Evil God Hunter Double X is on the job.
She's pretty much just talking like she always does now. So much for that militaristic thing you were doing before.
Well, come on, what would be the point now that you know who I am? It's not like I wanted to talk like that before. I only resort to those brutish and simplistic expressions because we're not supposed to have personal conversations when we're on the clock. But aren't you on the clock right now? Of course I am. You think I rocketed all the way here from Kilauea just to have lunch?
So her hideout's in Kilauea. Does that mean she took it from Pele after defeating her?
I don't care what you have to say. My objective is to stop Seven Fest. I'm sure you guys are all in your own club, so we'll never see eye to eye. Double X is taking up her combat stance, Nobunaga. Right, looks like I'm up. Hey, it's me, Summonobu. Long time no race, X. That embarrassing Buster shit. Hang on, don't tell me. Space Gawain, is that you? It's me, Oda Nobunaga, the Demon King of the Sixth Heaven of the Beach. I raced with you last summer. Oh, that did happen, didn't it? Sorry about it, that. Takes a little longer to search for those sorts of side stories. Of course I remember you, Nobu. Long time no see, hi and stuff. But could you please get out of my way? Maybe you could try swimming out to the bay or something. Come on, X, don't you think that's enough? You can hide your feelings or your sadomasochism with that mecha stuff all you want, but it doesn't fool this fool. It's hard being the only one without a swimsuit on, isn't it? Especially since it must be boiling in that thing, I get it. Exercising willpower is hard. No, this is. Besides, doesn't it kind of defeat the purpose trying to ruin Servantfest in a cosplay getup like that? Cosplay? I'm cut from the same cloth myself, so I could tell right away. Come on, be honest with yourself. You're super bad at tsundere anything and you know it. Suits me just fine though. Is that something to be proud of? Oh. How is this not a swimsuit, you big jerk? You do have a swimsuit, and a skimpy old school bikini at that.
So you were wearing a swimsuit under that thing the whole time. You look cute and badass.
Well, thank you for the honest opinion. As it's summer and all, I decided to spend my bonus on a new outfit. As for you, Nobu, what would a rock and roll fiend like you know? A new season of Universe World is here, and all the other outlaws I used to hang out with have grown up and gotten jobs. I couldn't be the only one left out, so I tried interviewing with the Galactic Police on a whim. Only to find out I wouldn't have had a less toxic workplace if I had gotten a job shoveling nuclear waste. Then just when I thought I'd get some paid leave to visit a resort planet, they sent me to Hawaii on business. So now, while all of the servants are out partying, I'm the only one who's still stuck working. And for what? An evil god number 3? Reading that turned out to be a non-entity. Do they think you can just order new evil gods of Amazons or something? Off Amazons. Now I've got some sideshow servant feeling sorry for me. That's the last straw. I can't take it anymore. I am so done holding back. Ask not for whom the lunch bell tolls, it tolls for thee. Now you're ripping off a catchphrase. It's fine. My Rongo Miniad considers you a rival. I'm sure the old man won't have a problem with it.
Did you hear that, Sal? You forgot number 3, huh? What old man was she talking about? Yeah, everything's finally adds up.
You forgot Hunter, Heroine, Double X, commencing foreigner elimination. As they say, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and a foreigner for a foreigner. And once all said and done, I'll finally get to enjoy Lulu Hawa as much as I want. Looks like this is it for negotiations. Pretty sure I can't talk her down at this point. Then that means...
We'll just have to kick her ass, right? Don't gotta tell me twice. Fatal battle. You know, I thought she'd have way more HP than this. I really thought that she would. Sadly, she actually doesn't. Well, this ought to be fun. I'm sorry I've got to do this to you, Double X, but I'm going for the one-hit KO for this break bar. And even if it does a one-hit KO, you should still go down a break bar this turn. Just saying right now. Second, Muku Sandan. And that and that. And what we'll have is one more break bar. I have no time for any errors in combat. I literally need to do everything on the first try. Literally. If I don't, I probably won't be able to finish the event in time. Yeah, keep attacking Waver, because that's totally going to help you. Bop, bop, bop. Come on, Okita Odata, get crits. Lots of them, please. Oh! I'm sorry, Double X, for that two-turn. I two-turned you. I think that was faster than 3 minutes that time. Hell, probably even faster than 2. Or at least exactly around 2 minutes. Oh my god, she got destroyed. That was fantastic. Oh man, this feels even better than I'd imagined. Swimsuits by the seaside, I knew this was going to be fun. Still, I have my own pride as a foreigner. You won't tempt me away from my duties that easily. That's all for now. I'm heading back to wait for my true target to show on the morning of the 7th day. Farewell, Nitwit Nobu. Farewell, Master of Earth. Next time, I'll bring in my beloved ship stationed outside satellite orbit range, the Death Saber. This just in. Heroine X's 2 Stallion 2 destroyed by the evil goddess of justice. Oh, the humanity. I'll be using my anti-plane Noble Phantasm to wipe Suddenfest off the map. If you don't want to get vaporized along with it, I get out of this singularity while you still can. And now you put on your hot mecha back on. Alright. I see you have chosen death. Damn, she got away. I guess we failed. But the good news is, now we have more leverage to work with. Specifically, we now know exactly what's tying her down, work obligations. Where are you going with this? If we can free her from those obligations and turn her into a lazy bum like Okusaka Behime, that'll solve everything. Choto, a minute. Did you say something incredibly rude and mistaken about me? There's no reason at all for me to get a job. Know why? 'Cause I'm a minor. And I'll always be a minor for as long as I'm a servant. Liar. Don't be a liar, Patty, unless you want me to set your pants on fire. I'm not lying. I really believe that. No wonder you never work. Okay, Master, so please don't go around bemoaning my employment prospects. Now you have it, Master. You need to come up with a new job for Double X before she shows up again. Don't worry, as long as we have leverage, it won't take long before I have her eating out of the palm of my hand. Sadly, you probably won't remember because we're probably gonna have to go through another loop. These loops are killing me, man. They literally are at this point. It was all fun and games till the looping continued so far in advance that I ended up pushing it to where I'm screwed if I don't actually continue. I didn't think I'd let it get this bad, man. I really didn't. Either way, I will be right back on the next part once we actually unlock the next storyline. But sadly, might not happen until the 7th. Yeah, you never know. Last time it was supposed to be, what, the 5th? I've already forgotten what the last part, what? Yeah, next problem still probably May. Be right back. Alright, it is now actually time, supposedly, for the final showdown for the final foreigner. Hopefully it actually is. So that way, I know I'm getting closer to the end. I liked the event in the beginning, I really did. But now it just feels like it's dragging on and it will never end. It makes me feel like I'm not gonna actually finish the event in time. Albeit, yeah, I probably will finish the event in time. It's just not gonna be how I envisioned I would be ending the event at the very start of the event. I was like, oh yeah, hey, I've got plenty of time. I was never more wrong than I am right now. But no, seriously, I at least want to be able to finish the main storyline and to get Jalter permanently added to my party. And hopefully maybe get all 5 copies. That's all I want. Are you here? We're here. Keep it the hell down. And yeah, it makes your coat look cool or whatever, but would you freaking cut out with that wind thing you're always doing? You certainly are a nitpicky one, aren't you? Well, no matter. Cell, I know where Double X is, however. Is there a problem? No, not a problem. It's just that she's in a very unique environment. It would be much better if you could save her rather than defeat her. Are you ready to leave? Then let us head for Kilawe.
So this is Kilawe. It really is just a vast expanse of rock as far as the eye can see. It's still an active volcano, making it one of Hawaii's biggest tourist attractions. It's also where Pele lives. You could even buy a bunch of Pele merch at the nearby visitor center if you want. I'd recommend the Kilawe photo book myself. It's got pictures of some of its past eruptions and... Man, enough for the tour. If I wanted a guide, I would have asked for one. So what do you want me to do here? Isn't that? Okay, 3 minutes after adding hot water. And done. Time to eat. Ah. My stash isn't going to last much longer. It's my luck that the food supply doesn't get restored with each loop. Oh, all that wonderful food in Luluhawa. I'm stuck camping with Galacta, Spam, and Cosmic Noodles. At least I can grab lunch in Waikiki, but dinner's just too expensive. Not only do they not accept galactic police dollars here, I can't exchange for local currency. So now I've got to work part-time at the hotel in the morning just to be able to afford lunch.
Wait. What hotel are you working at? Have you been working at our hotel this entire time and we just never knew?
It's back to this spam of noodles. Some summer vacation this turned out to be. I think I might just be the unluckiest person in all of Luluhawa. Heh. If the people of Earth saw me now, I'd either die from the shame or kill them all before they could.
Don't sneeze.
Achoo!
Of course, Nobu's the one who does it if I don't do it.
Sorry.
Double X?
Well then. You're dead. Well, crap, looks like she's really out for blood now. Okay, Master, we're not gonna be able to talk like this. Here's what we do. We hit her until she's willing to listen to reason, or at least until she can't hit us back anymore. Now, who's ready for some rock and roll? I'm suddenly inspired.
You're fine just the way you are, Ellie. You don't have to do anything, really.
You're taking what you said to your graves. I'm going to make sure of that. Okay, so this is the final battle, right? So we're actually going to be able to, you know, do what a so-called final battle should be able to do and actually kick her butt. And once we actually do it, we won't have to fight her again. And then she'll join our side so that we can actually fight BB. And then after we fight BB, we can actually end the scenario, the looping. And I can finally unlock Jolter fully. And then I can go through multiple more loops just to be able to finish the other stories if I actually manage to be able to get Jolter's 5 copies in time. There's a lot of writing on this. More so than I ever thought would be writing on it when I first started. Second, Mukir's Sandan. Let's get Kyoto's Noble Phantasm up as decently as we can. Come on, Kyoto, I believe. Get the Noble Phantasm up. 45%, 49. Decent enough. Hey, thank you for lowering your defense even further. Come on, full chain. Come on, give me a full chain with Okito, please. Is this enough? Increase the grid star gather rate. I still don't really think that's enough, but let's try it. Dang it! Why couldn't you get crit this time? Oh well. At least her second break bar is about to go away. So now she's got invincible, which means the rest of my buffs are gonna go to waste. But hey, it don't matter because we're about to get Okito Urata her Noble Phantasm again. And then all we gotta do is get Kyoto hers, and then bam, we're basically golden. More so than Kintoki. Alright, Kyoto, get your Noble Phantasm up. And then by the time we actually get to the second phase, yeah, third health bar, we should be good enough. Although it's been 4 turns, I think 2 more turns and then Waver will get his... Oh crap. This is an unexpected thing happening right now. No! Okito Urata! Double X! How dare you! How dare you! You wanna fight dirty? I'll fight dirty, down and dirty with the dirtiest servant of all, Kiara. If only I had more to back up that claim. I don't have any buffs for her at all. Scotty can't buff her. I don't have the way to get my skills back. Well, it's awkward. Amitabha, Amidala, heavens a whole. It's always odd saying that, but well, yeah, either way. Just to do a decent amount. Oh yeah, a decent amount was right. Albeit now she's protecting herself. Cause yeah, that's totally what I need you to be doing right now. Double X. Ah, crap. We're about to reach 5 minutes. I'm surprised how long some of these fights actually take when things don't go as planned. And yeah, we are now over the 5-minute mark for this fight. And that just absolutely sucks.
So you know what? Let's end it off with another one of Kyoto's heavenly holes, shall we? That also could be said completely wrong, well taken out of major context. But it's fine because it's true. It's the name of the ability. It's not my fault. And goodbye, Double X. 7 turns, not bad, but the fact that it took me almost 6 minutes is really kind of sad. It's literally about to be 6 minutes now. Yeah, that's sad. It's what happens when she takes out Okita Orita. Purging armor set 1. That's nothing compared to all the overtime I've had to put in. Now it's our chance to get ready. What's with that strange pose, Double X? And why are you all up the way up there? I'm putting 100% into this battle. No, more than that. Math doesn't work like that. Whoa. I'm going to erect a pillar of light right here. My Vongo Minion is the flight of stairs pointing the way to the literal end of the universe. By releasing it, it will paradoxically indicate that this is indeed the end of the universe. More specifically, this area will start to look more like an event horizon, and from there I'll be able to wipe it in the singularity out at once. Why? How'd you even come up with that? What's wrong with you? I mean, I could tell just from looking at you that you were a freaking screwball, but still. Now that things have come to this, I don't have any other choice. As an investigator from the top secret civilian galactic police, I have a duty to fulfill. If I need to cross a few lines to do so, then so be it. They'll probably slap me with a 3-month suspension for doing this. That's it? Some people get more than that for shoplifting. Wait, the Galactic Police is a civilian organization? Double X is a magical energy is fighting rapidly. I think she's about to release her fully powered Noble Phantasm. Master, is everything good to go? All set. Take this, Sapphire Galaxy. You are hired. What did you say? Honestly, we're just so impressed with how strong you are. At this point, we figured it would be way easier to recruit you than to defeat you. In other words, we're trying to poach you. We want your strength and your badass outfit for our side. You don't really think I'd fall for such a cheap ploy, do you? He's totally falling for it. Totally. Now, just think about it. You're sick of your toxic workplace while we're living it up here in Luluhawa. So if you join us, we can all have a rocking good time. Am I right? Monkey, I mean Master. Here you go. A working conditions agreement. No way. All I have to do is use my Noble Phantasm once per day, and the rest of the time I can use just listen to someone drawl on about some king. I get the feeling she's not hearing the full story, but I know better than to say something now. So get a suite at a fancy hotel. And all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet, dinner at the restaurant. And I only have to work from 2 to 5 p.m. each day. That's a steal. Is this real? Am I dreaming? Luluhawa is amazing. The tropics are amazing. Indeed, I was surprised as well. Living here would be enough to mellow anyone out. So what do you say? Well. We're so undone. Negotiation tactics. You need to ask? Yeah. Oh no, I accidentally snapped the antenna I used to communicate with HQ. How clumsy of me. Now I've got no choice but to ask the locals for help. Thanks for helping me, locals. Awesome. Way to go, Demon King of the 6th Heaven. Atta girl. Pretty great, right? No, don't say another word. I already know how awesome I am. Well, on that note, let me reintroduce myself properly.
I'm Heroin Double X. From now on, I'll be working alongside all of you at Caldea. Glad to be part of the team. Oh, can I ask where my desk is?
Next to Caldea's boiler room.
Oh crap, you're sticking here with me. I've got my hands full of crazes as it is. You have any idea how many bottles of antacid I'm already going through? So can I go ahead and take my paid leave right now?
Sure?
Great, I'm gonna go check out this suite. If you have any other questions for me, I'll be glad to answer them tomorrow. Now then, if you'll excuse me. Woohoo! Vacation, here I come!
Oh, that was easy.
Ah! That was even faster than I expected. Anyway, does this mean the situation Double X is resolved now?
I'd say so, which just leaves the other situation. You mean that evil god number 3 she mentioned?
Right, but I guess we don't need to worry about it just yet. Oh, and one more thing. You there, Count of Monte Cristo?
I am. What is it, Jean d'Arc?
Would you mind checking up on Kilawe regularly?
Not at all.
Great, thanks. Of course, as long as I'm not totally off the mark. I doubt anything's gonna happen.
What do you mean?
I'm not, well, what would Holmes say if he was here? Now it's not the time. There you go. Okay then, let's head back. Now that this is taken care of, there's only one thing left to do.
Dominate Sevenfest.
Exactly. But now after so many freaking loops, I'm starting to think even that's not really a problem. Right now there's something I'm still not sure about, something I still can't put my finger on. Whatever it is, it keeps eluding me, but once I finally figure it out, like who created that manga that inspired you so much, I'm sure I'll be able to draw something I'm happy with.
As long as you're happy, I'm happy. As long as we can get this event over, I'll be extremely happy. So many loops. How many loops have I gone through? I've only gone through 6 loops.
I've seen a picture of someone that's behind me in terms of story and who has done like 9 loops plus. I can't imagine anyone that's behind me on the story and that's done already 9 loops. Like, really? Oh my god.
Yes! Deadline Climax!
I did not mean to bring Tamamo. I wanted to bring Waver. I don't even care anymore. Okay. So, wait, why are we fighting a foreigner? What foreigner are we fighting now? Is it Hokusai? In which case, why the heck are we fighting her? If we're gonna bring a Tamamo, let's bring my Tamamo. And I was wondering why, I didn't have any, you know, NP gain with my servants. I really should have paid attention better. I accidentally swapped this off. No wonder I didn't have any freaking NP gain. Multiple times, and I never once questioned why. This'll do.
Servant Summer 2020 Festival. Deadline Climax.
Down now. At first, I was just trying to manga to beat her. Then I became obsessed with improving my craft. And now I'm chasing after something that's almost but not quite in my grasp. But when I finally do get a hold of it, this dream will be over. It's been such a long dream. Maybe that's why I'm still out of reach. No, that's not it. That's not something everybody wishes for to some degree, but only a select few can ever succeed at doing. Imagination may not have any limit, but the act of creation does. For you too. Of course. I don't think any creator is ever fully satisfied with their work. Huh, sounds like a lot like being a servant. That's very deep. Whatever you say.
I've got an idea for a story I kind of want to draw. Want to hear? Oh? I don't know why, but I started telling her what I'd been thinking about. She just smiled and said it was a great idea. But it didn't feel right. Something was lacking. That's when it hit me. I already had someone close to me I could discuss stories with. Someone who would share my thrill at coming up with a good one. Yep, that you do. So you know the book I'm drawing now? Yes? Do you think it's interesting? Of course. Well, that's good. But don't you think it's still missing something? Maybe the ending could be more satisfying. The monster turning back into a human is cliché. Heh. That part, huh? Yeah, it is kind of a dead horse now. Alright then, what about this? If the monster stays a monster and the princess stays a princess, do you think they could still understand one another? Is mutual understanding that important? This princess definitely could. So you don't think they need to know everything about each other? Can you really call that true love? Yeah? They don't need to know everything. This is complicated, but then again, yeah, you may be right. Hey, yeah? Do you really think this is interesting? I can't tell anymore. I do. Huh, well, I appreciate that, even if you are just being nice. I'm not. Sure is noisy outside, but I guess that's to be expected. What with the beach right below? Why am I even doing this? I wish I could have just enjoyed Seven Fest like a normal person. Are you having second thoughts? Nah, just thought I'd say that out loud and try it on for size. By the way, I just had a thought. What do you think of adding a scene like this to make the new ending more convincing? Won't we need to add another page or two to fit this in? Oh yeah, that's true. I guess it would be pretty tough to add another page or two now, when we're only just squeaking by as it is. But the story needs this scene. It's also kind of a downer. Then we'll have to rework the entire story structure. Yeah, I guess so, huh? We'll have to go over the draft again, restructure the pages, tighten up the panel layout. Guess it's no use, we'll never finish in time. What if we got everyone else to pitch in? You and I are already doing all the heavy lifting. I'd say Marsh is the only one who could help out at all. So we'd have to adjust the panel layouts, add background characters in the battle scene, and... I'm sorry, I need to go out for a bit. I'm gonna go pick a fight and clear my head. Come with me. Okay. Whatever you say, sis. Oh, hello. Is there something I can do for you? I'm looking to pick a fight. Any recommendations? Say, the overgrown brat you've got working for you. You ring-ass face. Let me remind you, fighting is strictly prohibited. Then let's take this outside. There shouldn't be any problem with a street fight, right? What are you, some sort of mad dog? Takes one to know one. The hell do you say? Come on, let's do this. You take that back. When do you get off calling me a mad dog? 'Cause that's literally your whole deal. And what are you whining for? You started it, right, Cell? I, don't know if I put it that way. No commento. You do know that's basically as good as an affirmation here, right? Crap. Me no speakers Japanese. Me don't speak the English either. Ni hao. Oh crap. Mordred? I guess this is what you get and what's coming to you because you didn't come home as a summer servant. Twice at that. You haven't come home as the original saber form yet either. So, I guess you got what's coming to you? You mad dog! Alright, that's enough. Back to work. Oria! In the future, please refrain from taunting my employee if you wouldn't mind. It was just a little teasing. Lighten up already. No, seriously, I wanted more just so badly as well. Oh my god.
Oh, hello, Alter. What are you doing out here? Is your final draft coming along okay?
I can ask the same of you.
Oh, I'm all done, thanks.
You don't say.
You too, huh? Yeah, my own final draft came together pretty quickly. At last, the wings of freedom. It was way harder than usual this year, but I somehow managed something I was much more satisfied with.
You don't say.
Psst. Why is Alter in such a foul mood? Is something wrong?
We ran into a little trouble with the manga.
So it's not because she's feeling bad? You want to go back to the drawing board now? Are you insane?
But it'll make the whole thing way better.
What's the point of that if you don't finish in time for the con? I've made that same mistake more than once, so I know what I'm talking about. Trust me when I say that missing the deadline sucks a lot more than putting out something you're not fully satisfied with. This is your first con, so I get that you don't really work hard or understand that yet, but...
I know it, believe me. I've already drawn a ton of, first time or not, I get it.
In that case, maybe you ought to just accept what you got and put it all together as best you can.
Yeah, I guess.
Now I see. By the way, Alter, why didn't you come out here in the first place?
I was looking to pick a fight so I could blow off some steam.
Fighting is stress relief. I just get up and stretch for a while, but you do you, I guess. Alright, in that case, we'll be your opponents. Huh?
You? Really?
It's me. Don't worry about it. Hold on, let me just go get my partner. Are you all set?
I've got no idea what's going through that empty head of yours. But if you're offering to help me blow off steam, I'm not gonna pass this up. Get ready, cause I'm gonna sock you good.
Wait, I'm doing this too. Oh well, I guess them's the breaks. Now that my final draft's all done, breaking a finger or two ought to be good for a laugh.
Don't joke about breaking your finger, okay?
If you think that's funny, I just want to know what you find tragic.
She finds not being able to draw the P word at all. That's what's tragic to her. That she can't draw that at all. That naughty Hokusai is naughty. She probably got it from her uncle. Well, Toto-sama. Father. Obviously. I don't know why I said uncle. I really don't. But hey, you know what? You know what's gonna happen now. You know what's gonna happen. I'm feeling bloodthirsty right now. We've got the perfect lineup right here. One after another. They're like bowling pins that are gonna be easily just knocked down for a strike. In one turn. One kill. One shot though. We will end it all. Now, Tamamo, can you turn Joan on? You can't, but you can't lower her defense. Good. That works out in our favor.
Second, Mukiru Sandan. Tokonatsu ni Nicole. Goddess love Parasol.
Let's go! One shot. One kill. I'm probably hoping for too much, right? Oh, yeah. One shot is exactly what we needed. This was the perfect lineup. Man, am I glad I actually put the freaking kaleidoscope onto Mamo.
大勝利だな。
Oh, I love it! One shot, man! Hell yeah! Now, if only every fight could be like that from now until the end, I would love it.
Oh, it feels good to work out again. My back. My hands. Gotta say, that was a pretty good sweat I worked up.
Why'd you agree to do this anyway? I still don't get it. Not that I really care, since I got the fight I wanted.
Oh, don't you worry about that. Now then, if you'll excuse us, we have to go and adjust our schedules a bit. Come on, Osaka Mahime, Hokusai.
What is her deal? Adjust her schedules a bit, aka she's gonna come and help along with Hokusai and Osaka Mahime to help us finish the final two parts to our manga. I'd better get things ready. Huh, what are you talking about? You'll see. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that. Hey, we're fighting a caster! Please tell me that this is a caster that doesn't have brake bars just like that. Oh, I would love being able to do a one-shot again. I really would. Alright, come on, Waver. Where are you at? Waver! Right here. I'll do this. I have a single target servant. Yeah, what's Quetzalcoatl at? Quetzalcoatl! Right here. Let's do this. Probably not gonna get a one-shot kill again, but it's fine. Master. I thought we were just going to give up for this loop and go with what we've got, like they said. So why are you messing with the panel layouts, and why are there so many more tablets now? Come on in, because we're doing this in this loop. Hey, this is my room.
Good evening. Oh wow, you really do have everything all set up. Oh well, guess I'll just have to help out then. Okay, where did you want us to start?
Wait. The hell, what's going on?
Alter, after we had a fight and you beat us, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So as losers, we thought it was only fair that we helped the winner. Aw, and here I was planning to spend what's basically my last day here swimming at Waikiki Beach. Fine, my lion summer. I was just gonna lock myself in and take it easy. I guess I can take some time to help. What panel layouts need the most work?
Here and here and here, and I think it might be faster to start over from the rough draft.
Well, let me see. I think you're right. It probably would flow a lot better if we just started over.
Come on, you don't have to do this. It's not like I asked for your help or anything.
No, you didn't, but we're butting in anyway. Well, you may not have asked for help, but Master did.
You sell. I know we've got something great here. I want to do everything we can to make this book turn out great.
Please, Sean, Alter. Let them help. I've been reading the draft, and I think you should go for whatever you need to do to be happy with it.
You made this call, Master, without even asking me. I know we can finish this. We'll get this done, even if it kills us. Even if it kills us, huh? You're not wrong. I do think this one's worth killing ourselves over to try and make it perfect, but... What about you guys? Are you really okay with helping? What if this book ends up taking first place?
I'm fine with me. I see Sunfest as a type of conversation. We all get together and converse with the words and books alike. Sales are important, of course, but I'd much rather there be another great book in the mix. As for me, I can't say I don't have my part as one of the older clubs here. But if I'm being honest, I just really want to read this story's finished version. And if I have to help make that happen, then it can't be Shikata'd. Me, I'm already done with my book and I do owe you guys a lot. And I gotta say, these tablet thingies are really done useful. With tools like this on our side, finishing this thing might be rough, but it ain't impossible. All I gotta do is match your art style, right? I can do that in my sleep.
Man, wouldn't that be easy? I mean, nice.
Now, why don't you just show me how to use this thing, princess? You ought to know a trick or two, right? Yes. I swear, how'd I end up teaching a world-renowned artist how to use a tablet? So you see, Alter, you don't have to worry. Now let's make a great book, shall we?
What is it with this place? Nobody here can mind their own damn business. So, what do you say? Of course I'm gonna take them up on it. Alright, head assistant, let's do this thing. Hell yeah! Wait, we're fighting a cat. Oh, we're fighting multiple books. We're fighting inked pages. Okay. Fine. I'll do a normal fight. Why not? I will, however, skip to the end, though. But this episode's probably going on long enough as it is. And I want to fit in as much as I can. So I'll see you guys at the final fight when I blow everything to smithereens. Alright, storyboard page. Now, I did say I'd blow everything to smithereens, right? But I kind of want to see what Quetzalcoatl can do against the one enemy. Especially with all these buffs that we have currently. And I also want to say this because I haven't seen it in a while. Soy Koto! And end it with the Zekken Mukyu Sandan if it doesn't end well. Yeah, I really just wanted to say that. Oh yeah, that was enough. Hell yeah! 7 turns, GG's. Looking back on it now, drawing the manga felt like a life or death battle.
This needs to be redone.
Why?
After a long and bloody fight, both the monster's body and soul are bruised and battered. And the princess's love wouldn't be enough to revive him. There should be something more all-encompassing, something that transcends love altogether. Don't you think?
No, I don't. Something bigger than love would be way too good for this monster. It would just be a waste. Because he's been doing everything he can on his own up to this point. Do you really think he'd be happy to be loved by something intangible like a country or community? No, he wouldn't, and the princess's love for him isn't given freely, and it isn't platonic. It needs to be more self-righteous and possessive, like she wants to keep him all for herself.
I see. In that case, I withdraw my objection.
I get the feeling you just played me.
Don't be silly, it just goes to show that talking things out can help you see a new side of things. There you go. How's this for the background?
Let me see. Crap.
What? This is like real art. But it still works as manga art, if only just. It was real touching up for a while, I'll tell you that.
Damn it, famous artist or not, I was all set to nitpick, but the damn thing's perfect. This background is exactly what I had in mind.
I couldn't have done it without your vivid description of the battlefield.
Glad I can be of service. I so badly want to see this manga right now. How about a little pick-me-up? These energy drinks will even replenish Servant's magical energy. Oh yeah. Ugh. God damn it, I think I'm gonna hurl.
If you must, do so from the balcony. We all have to share that bathroom after all.
I'll do that. Was it really that bad? She said it was a famous elixir down at the... Wait, don't tell me she made it herself. Probably did.
Achoo!
Elizabeth, what are you doing trying to poison our lead head designer? Creator. We're fighting a Berserker and a Saber. So now we get to bring Joan with us. Okay. If I can find a waiver. If anything, this is probably going to be just like the other fight where it's a 3-wave battle. So if it's not, I'll then see you guys after we finish the story on the final fight. If not, then well, I'll see you guys on the beginning of the fight. Okay. God, that was foul. And the worst part is that I actually do feel less stressed now. Maybe because you, got it all out? You mean hurled? Yeah, I did. I spilled my guts out there. Stop that. You ought to at least act embarrassed after a display like that. Too late. That train's long since left the station. You can say that again. You were awfully quick to agree to that. A little too quick. Commander-sai? Alright, which one of you numbnuts just barfed on a customer? She did. Now you're making me take the fall? Dragons aren't exactly known for being responsible. Yeah, hopeless, you know that. Here, I brought him up so you can apologize in person. It's him, isn't it? Okay, no, it's Lu Bu. Lu Bu was thrown up on. And that's why we're fighting a Berserker. Wait, and we're fighting a Saber. We're finally getting to fight Mordred? I'm so sorry, Flying General. No, it's fighting fun. General says he forgives. General also says, but my god voice will not. Alright, fine. Step outside so we can get this over with. I don't have time for this shit. You say you must be the culprit. Hey, at least you know it's not me. I am not. She's stubborn. I'll give her that. Wait, it's a fatal battle. Oh, I get to do my favorite thing again. Hell yeah. We're gonna one-turn you. Oh crap. That means I got a one-turn Fran. No, I'm so sorry, Fran. I got caught up in the moment, thinking that I could actually one-shot again. I'm so sorry. Forgive me, Fran, for I have sinned. I'm so sorry, Fran. It has to be done. The poor fools that put us in this predicament of a loop and thought that this would be a good thing to do for a summer event. It was fun in the beginning. I just want it to be over now. Second, Mukyu Sandan. There she is, the outer crazy. I just said that wrong, I already know I did. Outer crazy. No! Fran, you stopped my one shot! Fran, you stopped the one shot! Oh wow, you need to remove the buffs. Fran, how dare you ruin my one shot? I mean a one shot, Lu Bu? So I guess it's fine, the Flying General as you want to call him. At least I one shot him. That sucked. General says, fare thee well. Alright, come on, we're gonna keep going until the last second. That's something you just pulled? Why should I? Well, look, I'm sorry, alright? I really am. How about I treat you to something later? Emiet's cooking, Boudica's cooking, you name it. I'd say you're cooking, but you'd make another cookie of yourself, and then I'd have to say that I get to eat you again. that I get to eat out. I'm gonna shut up.
There you go. Seeing how you've learned to apologize so sincerely makes your big sister proud.
You are not my sister.
Aww. Oh, each win a home stretch now. Come on, Master. Let's do our best to finish strong.
Yes, let's. Can I finally see the end of the horizon? The end of Serpent Fest. Is it finally upon me? At least the first part. Oh my god, it's the red chest. It's the red chest of glory. I see it within my grasp. But the fact is, I gotta go through 4 things of story to get to it. So you know what? With that, I'm going to end this episode here. So thank you so much for watching. See you guys next one, where we will finish the ultimate book. And then, hopefully what's in the red chest, well, it's gotta be the Grail, right? Because we finally beat Seven Fest. It's within my grasp. It's within the sight. And then I still gotta go through multiple more loops to get Jolter and P5. Oh. I want to take a break, but I'm not taking a break. So until then, see you later.